Hi there, my name is FixFox and Merry Christmas. I'm recording this video. It'll be Christmas Eve. My oldest is in bed and my newest is here with his cute little Christmas hat and everything that makes me smile as plain as the nose on his face. Folks, my hope is that after every single video that I've ended with saying to you, look after you, your friends, and your family, my hope is that that rings so very, very true this time of the year. My hope is that you are happy, that you're healthy, that you're taking very, very good care of yourself. We just completed the fight with Aaron here, who is a level 18 hero, 9 attack, 15 defense, 5 spell power, and 2 knowledge. We are making our way back home. We had started in this eastern side of the map, here in this little hamlet, this little Glenwood township. And we rallied the local peasantry and we moved our way up through the forests and up the winding road into this known as the Marchlands. And the northern lords and the southern lords we have defeated, and we have taken their territory. We even took a little detour. We went out of our way to Bloody Altar, where we defeated some cultists. And I think what I'm going to do actually is in Tristan. He is going to swap places with his older brother. Tristan, of course, has the portrait of our man, Lord Kilburn the Knight. So he's going to give over all these troops, and he's going to do some exploring because I can lose him with no major issues. I'll even make sure that he doesn't have these artifacts with him. We do have in the bottom right-hand corner Uncle Thad. Uncle Thad being level 17. As soon as we can get these brown barriers, he's going to move on to this next area, and he's got quite a bit of forces with him. Swordsmen, champions, crusaders, rangers, veteran pikemen. Oh, it is month 4, week 2, day 2, by the way. And I'm really excited to see what we can find here with Tristan the Knight. I don't know if there's going to be much as far as free things he can explore with, but him and his one swordsman buddy, they should have a nice time all the same. The king's taxes have hit us hard again. Folks, every single 2 weeks, we are taxed. All of our loose resources, including 10,000 gold, they are taken from us. Now, we do have to look out for the new month in about 2 weeks. There's a good chance. I just got this feeling in my bones. I feel like I have to go to this corner here. If there's something right here, I'm going to feel like a genius. Was there something right here? Drat. There was not. I'm actually a little bit glad that there wasn't, because if there was, you would say, FixFox, you cheated somehow. And I would say, I did not cheat, but how could I prove myself to you? And the answer is I couldn't. To the northeastern flank of Mount Anvil. To the north is the eastern flank of Mount Anvil. Okay. Let's go south. Let's see what is here. Oh, a horde of rocks. Unfortunately, because it was Month of the Rock a while ago, we're not going to be able to read that sign. There's a throng of rangers. We're not going to be able to deal with them anytime soon. But I believe that if there is someone who was really gearing up to attack me, I feel like we would have already seen them by now. Peasants. Wow, we've got over 1,000 peasants. You know, I think I'm going to drop them off here at this town of Ashwood. I think that the only thing they can do is accidentally die. And if they accidentally die, then they can't be used to encourage people to join me, and that would be really bad. This is the Thief Prince. He has a legion of rogues. And even though we defeated a legion of rogues before, that doesn't mean that we should try to do so now. Ahead stands the Prince of Thieves. Behind him, you can see that he has a prisoner. Maybe it's the Duke of Elba. The Lord was condemned unjustly by the king and thrown into the thieves' wood. If you rescue him, surely he will join your cause. Also, maybe the Prince of Thieves holds the magic word to get past the barrier blocking the way into the elven forest. Is that a breastplate of great power that you see ahead? Oh boy. Oh boy, I did not mention it, but perhaps you remember that Uncle Thad does have the Sword of Anduran, and there is some armor of the sun, aka the battle garb of Anduran. If we can get that ultimate artifact, we'll be feeling pretty good. Perhaps it's not an ultimate artifact per se, but it's still pretty fantastic. Rogue leader. I'm guessing that they have tons of rogues. I'm guessing that if we go anywhere near them, that they will attack. We shall saunter away, satisfied that we have found what we are looking for, and we have seen the enemy, and we know that it is 1,000 rogues or more. My word. Before I forget though, it is month 4, week 4, day 6. Let's make our purchases in case it is month of the plague. If it is, then this is just good practice at this point. Oh my goodness. Look at all these forces, and we just don't have the gold. Oh, do you think that 8 tax liens adds up over time? I sure do. I think that there's no question about whether or not you get champions and crusaders, or if you go for these lower level troops. 375 versus 300 versus 250 versus 200. You're going to get absolutely the most bang for your buck, at least with champions more so than anyone else. And the crusaders, I think, are an easy upgrade with their attack and their defense and their hit points over even the master swordsman. I'm going to try and recruit rangers with the last 2 days if I can. Let's see how much gold we can get. King's taxes hit us hard again. We have no gold. As far as gold goes, we have none. We should have purchased the rangers before. We're just going to have to hope that it's not month of the plague. With that being said, let's defeat Goliath here. As we saunter into a dusty camp, the mercenaries laugh at you. Ha 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 ha. They send their champion to face you. If you can defeat him, they will take you seriously and train you in their ways. I don't see how this could be a difficult fight. The enemy's fled. Let's keep the enemy from running if we can. That's very interesting. So it looks like... Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Looks like it's going to be 100 of the nomads and then 1 giant. I suppose thematically that the giant is their champion, and then the rest of these nomads represent the various mercenaries here. Let's see if this hero here actually has any attack or defense skill. This is Goliath the Barbarian. 6 attack, 4 defense, 1 spell power, 2 knowledge, blood, morale, and Irish luck. If these nomads get good morale, we're not going to be having a real good time. And so I'm actually going to just sit. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's just sit right here. I don't think that they'll be able to reach, especially if those guys do that. Oh no. Whoops. 6 cavalries. Aha! There's the good morale. And so we did lose the cavalries because once again, Fixed Fox cannot count. Tell me what else is new. And I'm wondering how the best way of doing this will be. Maybe I do the mass haste. That's going to give me the best chance of going first. 4 speed, they're going to go later than I'd like. 27 nomads left. Oh no, and the nomads are going to go very soon. Let's actually just skip. And that's going to be it. The enemy's going to flee. They're going to feel too much heat. They're going to know better. And they're going to run, regardless of my tactics. The only problem with that is, as we pick up the +1 defense, is that maybe they have an artifact that I'm going to sorely regret missing out on. I'm gonna grab some archers. We go from 235 up to 294. The archery count is climbing quickly. We've come upon this mercenary camp practicing their tactics. These mercenaries welcome us and our troops and invite us to train. That feels rather good. We're going to go through these rocks. They're going to be fodder for us. And it looks like purple is going through on the... Oh! Look, it's month of the plague. All populations are halved. And so... on the one hand, I'm happy because I was kind of ahead of the curve. On the other hand, we had like 150 rangers here. Feels really bad. I've decided to leave these troops alone. I would have to defeat the cavalries to get through, and I just don't see this going very well if I fight them, and I don't think that Tristan can actually do very well here. This allows heroes to negotiate if they are weaker than the army. But part of the computer calculating weakness is dependent on 3 things. Number 1, do you have diplomacy? And if so, there's a stat modifier. Number 2, do you have creatures that are alike? So in this case, knight-based troops and knight-based troops. So there's a bonus there. But then lastly, of course, comes like the actual army strength. And that is a combination of attack and defense skill you know, hero stats mixed along with these actual troops, I don't think that this is a strong enough army. To get a throng of cavalries to want to join me, I have to be overwhelmingly strong. And I'm sorry, but 1,000 peasants isn't fooling anybody. I'm going to go for the sign. It's a glorious victory. 173 peasants. I don't like that, but I'm going to accept it. The domain of the Counts of Crag Keep. Crag Keep. I don't know where else I should go anyway. Let me hit V for view all, just to see if there's anything hidden in here. Nothing I can see. Oh, I missed this right here. Well, of course I missed it. It's gems hidden behind a tree. Did I miss anything else? There's some gems there along the skeleton road. Nothing else I can see. Nothing else that looks like I missed anyway. And so we shall carry on. This is not a fight that I am dying to take, but we do have one single mass haste that's going to give us some advantage anyway. So we shall go up the road and we'll come back later. The wind whistles mournfully along the winding road before you. You can see it twist up to the dark crag keep. It sits all by itself on a lonely outcrop of rock here on the northern face of Mount Anvil. Mad Count lives there. It is said that the keep houses the Holy Hammer, a powerful relic from bygone wars fought by the Count's noble ancestors. Unfortunately, the Count is loyal to the King, and the King's men guard the way, including these gentlemen. I feel like we need to think about this fight. Although, if they're in one stack of a legion and then several stacks of few, just because we did it last time doesn't mean we can do it again. How good is he? What do you think? What do you think? Do we go rescue the Count? Or do we go to the south? Give me a sign. Give me a sign. We're going to take tremendous losses if we go through the Rangers to the south. We're going to take tremendous losses if we go through the Count. There is no guaranteed prize for going south. There might be a prize for going north. Tough choice. And if we're going to do the haste, then 2-speed actually might matter. Let's go! The enemy has fled. Folks, look how valuable 1,000 peasants can be. My word. Let's make this fight go even better. And so it says it's 2,000 rogues here. I think that, yeah, it's just under 3,000. It's not denoted quite the way I would like it to be. This is Thief Prince Barbarian, 5 attack, 6 defense, 6 spell power, 4 knowledge, blood morale, Irish luck. If this stack gets good morale, we are having a real bad time. I don't know how to best use these cavalries. I would like to make sure that the enemy does not get to run, but I would also like to make sure that we don't lose a big stack of creatures for free. For now, let's just go into a defensive position. We're going to skip. Full defense. And I would actually like for the swordsmen to hug the archers closest, and then have the peasants go forth. 1, 2, 4. These rogues are going to get the drop on these peasants if I let them. I prefer not to. I should really envelop their forces as much as I can. So for now, let's just go to here. I think that these 18 cavalries are going to take this initial retaliation for us. They're going to die very bravely. Look at this. 600 to 900 rogues, and we get good luck and we kill 1,200. You are kidding me. We got the... You're good luck? Baby, you're good luck. This is my good luck charm. You're the golden goose. I love you. I loved you before, but I definitely love you now. I'm going to chalk that one up to you. Good job. Well done, sire. Okay. That tells me everything I need to know about how this fight's going to go. So that Oh, geez. And then the peasants get the good morale. You're kidding me. You are the best luck ever. You are good luck. Man, you are so lucky. We're going to sacrifice the peasants. They're going to get their big hit off. They're going to kill 500 more of the rogues. We're down 1,200. Do I even want to take this retaliation? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think I want to kill single stack here. Pikemen are going to take this first return bit of damage. Bada bing. Bada boom. Oh, good. It was the little rogue that got the damage off. Yeah, 20. Oh, good. Look at that. So the enemy got good luck here and good luck here, but it skipped on this huge stack of rogues. I'm feeling great. That feels wonderful. If we can kill this full stack, even if we kill the full stack, we're not gonna be able to get this guy to not run. 1, 2, 3, 4 of us, and then 4 of them. But this is gonna be a 4-speed creature. Yeah. Unfortunately, unless I get good morale here with any of these troops, I got 1, 2, 3 instances of good morale that could happen. And if I get good morale once, I win the fight outright. If I don't, just let him run. See it. Swordsman, you're my... I don't know how I can't count, but I cannot count. Not as climactic as I thought it would be, but this is why we have a mass haste. Glorious victory. Look at the experience. Oh my goodness, 12,500 experience. It did cost us all the peasants. It cost us 37 of the pikemen, 14 of the swordsmen. But folks, this is a huge win, and this actually takes us in some directions I didn't even think about. So +1 knowledge is huge. We were thinking about needing more knowledge to cast more spells. We don't have spells yet, but this is the right kind of thing for us. There's a horde of rogues, or horde of rocks guarding these stone liths. Are these the same ones as here? It is. Interesting. So this more or less lets us into the next area, because there's this blue tent right next to it. But for now, there's also a jail. If this guy has one single tax lien, I'm going to throw up on my shoes. In a dazzling display of daring, you break into the local jail and free the hero imprisoned there, who in return pledges loyalty to your cause. I still can't get over my little good luck charm. Folks, this is the Duke of Elba. He is a level 16 knight. He does have the Medal of Honor and the Medal of Valor, expert leadership, expert logistics, expert ballistics, and really with 6, 7, 5, and 3, he's a good dude. I hate to say it though, I kind of needed a little bit more. I'm gonna have to hope that this is not too close. I want to be able to run right by, and maybe it looks like there's just a mine over there. Let's see if we can get lucky as Tristan continues to rally the peasantry. Let's not lose the Duke of Elba. Whew, did not. Out of the way of this rogue leader. I'm going to try and run by next turn. I'm going to play very dangerously here, but it's not a huge loss if I lose the Duke of Elba. Probably should have picked up those artifacts. He's earned them, though. We're going to let him keep those. In the ruins of the Prince of Thieves camps lies a piece of paper with the password to dissolve the gate into the Elven Wood. Also, you see a glass case that holds an ancient suit of armor. Very carefully, you take it out and claim it for your own +5 defense. Wonderful, folks. Breastplate of Anduran. And then we also have Thad with the Sword of Anduran. If only we can combine these artifacts, we're going to be feeling super good. Okay. Through the rocks, 8 archers, doesn't even bother me. +1 knowledge, again, big, to 4 knowledge now instead of 2. And we get the blue tent, and we're through these stone liths, and hey, presto, I think that we're ready to go, because this should take us here. We're going to walk through. I don't know if this lith is going to take us anywhere else. I'm going to assume not, but just in case. Do that twice. Should I go through the woods here? There is Princess Anne. I think that we ought to go and say hi to her. I don't think that any enemy is going to come through these wolves here. So we're going to go past stage, was this 2, onto stage 3, the Wolf Lord. Ahead is a glowing blue barrier. Strange magics are trying to keep you out of the Elven Wood. Humans and elves have had little to do with each other. Perhaps the rumors of the Elven Prince's capture are true. Rescue him, and he might come to your aid. If, that is, you can get past this barrier. In the dark depths of the wood, you hear the howl of wolves. Rogue leader does have some movement. Let's just run right by. Yeah, let's go. Be super fast. And will we get there? Just go south. This feels like it's far enough away. And there's a gem mine here, gem mine here. Let's just be cautious as we explore. Let's see what we can find. There's a princess to the north here. What's up, princess? We shall see what she offers us. And after we do so... No! We weren't far enough away. That's okay. That wasn't your fault. You're still a good luck charm. So, let's just see. That's it? That's it. Den of Thieves has 1,000 rogues, and that's it? I figured it'd be much more. Yeah, I figured it would be much more. So, unfortunately, we are going to lose a good hero. I'm just going to let him run. I'm hoping that we're not going to see him back, but let's just double check. Yeah, there was only 1,000. Was it 10,000 rogues? Wait, am I silly? Are my eyes cheated by some spell? It says 963, does it not? I guess that is Zounds. It's kind of your life on the line. Maybe that's the best thing for you. Speaking of the way it goes, this is the way things go for you. I'm going to accept these losses. 4,800 experience. It's a glorious victory, outright win. And, yeah, these losses are fine. We're going to accept that. But we're going to be very sad. Folks, this is good. This is very good. Look, with another one of these Thieves Guilds, we have tons more information. 12, 6, 16, and 13. We're going to have a Necromancer at the end of this with 12 and 6. Yikes. We're going to be on the lookout for these gentlemen, and this is our princess friend. We are trying to get out of here as soon as possible. Another town that may not be upgraded. Very sad. Let's go pick up these freebies. You know what also seems my speed? Making sure that my cute little guy here is fed and changed. And so, here on Month of the Bumblebee, let's take a quick pause, and I will be right back after I put this little guy to bed. So, oh, sweetheart. Say good night, folks. Good night. A couple bits of experience, not too bad. There is no quest bubble here. This is simply a wolf rider. This is not even the wolf rider, but the enemy has fled. A little bit surprising. Look at this terrain. This is my kind of terrain. Huh. It's going to go here. It's going to go here. I'm guessing that this top stack of wolves, they're still going to be able to get by. So let's just go for the complete cover up here. No problems. No problems. Let's kill single stacks where we can, because I think that this stack of wolves is still going to be able to get around. They're not going to be able to completely block off this whole section, I think. Good, good. Setting ourselves up quite nicely for a really good attack. This Wolf Rider Barbarian, my goodness, 11 attack, 6 defense. Goodness gracious. That's not ideal. We do have the haste. We might as well use the haste now. And I think, geez, goodness, 11 attack. With the 21 defense, we're still going to be coming off better. Do I take the hit onto these pikemen who are going to take so much damage? I think I do. I think I'm just going to start to whittle these numbers down a tiny bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The swordsmen are not going to be able to get into this fight here. Not this turn. But if I go south, then the pikemen surely won't be able to get into the fight. What to do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wolves can go either way. But if I attack here, then this cavalry dies on the first shot of this next round of combat. These cavalries can go all the way around. The wolves will not be able to get into the archers. So that's what we're going to do. 71 pikemen, we lose 50. Ouch. Huge losses. I'd love to get the swordsmen into that fight. It's just not likely. 111 to 166 wolves. So I figured that the archers were not going to kill as many of these wolves as I would have hoped. And I was right. Jousting bonus, go the long way. Sure, why not? It's not really a thing, but sure, why not? There goes that stack of creatures. We're gonna want to try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're gonna just want to stand guard here. Pikemen move up. Wolf goes down. We're not gonna take another bit of damage. Oh, what was I thinking? What was I thinking? The cavalry's already fought first this round of combat, didn't they? I just wasted the damage from 22 and 60 on the swordsman and the pikemen. Very silly. Very silly. Okay. But let's just assume that that means that now these wolves are killable in one fell swoop. I don't think that that's really the case, but let's give it a shot. 7 to 9. Kill 27 there. Can we kill 119? Low end of damage is 111, so more than likely we kill all the wolves. Okay. 63 pikemen is a lot of pikemen. Maybe what that means actually then is that we're further along than the map designer thought that we would be. It's very difficult to adequately figure out, okay, where's my hero going to be? Where are you going to be? What should I plan on? What should I expect from you? Very difficult. Big update here. We have found the brown tent. The brown tent opens us up to this section here. Maybe this is going to give us the opportunity to get to this purple barrier, which we've already visited. This could be the opening that we needed in order to win this scenario. I don't know. There's no guarantees, but this feels significant. High in this ravine that runs deep into Mount Anvil's southwestern side, you find an old hermit. He listens to your story and your troubles in getting into Mount Anvil. Then he mentions that he aided a lost company of the king's men once and overheard them say the password. He gives you the word. Delighted, you send a pigeon with the news of this to your uncle. Emboldened by your success, your uncle begins plans to spy. And of course, that is best case scenario. I'm going to stay right about here. I forget how far we were, but I think that we lose this fight to Zounds of Wolves. Yeah, no doubt we lose to Zounds of Wolves. And so we're going to split these forces up a little bit just in case something really bad happens, but I don't want to fight if I can possibly help it. So let's try and run right by. We've seen how successful Fix Fox is at that in days recently gone by. And month 6, week 1, day 7. Tell you what, now that we know that these forces are going to very quickly be useful, let's start making high roads. Let's start working the crowd and giving rousing speeches, rallying the troops, and telling them, come and fight for Lord and country, and let's go. We're even going to take out a throng of rocks, because at this point, we are still super tough. 13 attack, 16 defense. I still like my chances. Rocks, yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. 2 Crusaders goes down for 4,000 experience. I think that seems fair. Let's make that happen. This is interesting. I'm going to take the diplomacy, and the reason is that Uncle Thad is actually a good hero. And so if he gets the expert diplomacy, then he can maybe get some of those other troops in that little alcove to join us. I think he could do it. Where Tristan couldn't, I think that Thad could. This is coming at a great cost, though. Everybody in the chat right now should be screaming, are you sure that you don't want the basic wisdom? And I'm not sure, but I think that this is going to be the best choice knowing the map as I currently understand it. So there's still maybe a possibility in the future that we will get the wisdom, but for now I'm going to take the diplomacy because maybe that could prove critically important. We speak the password, we fight this horde of rocks in just a moment. We shall soldier on. Let's hope that the wolves don't attack us. They do not, although it is weak of the dog. We already saw them be useful in a previous fight. Let's continue to use them well. The rocks want to run. I'm not going to let them. I'm going to engage 2 more Crusaders. That still feels worth the experience. This says, to the old lookout post. Oh no, are we not really through? Is there just an observation tower there? I'll bet you that there's just an observation tower. Let me see what I can see in just a moment. I really thought that Thad was ready to go and fight a major battle for us, and it looks like this is not his time to shine. I mean, just from a gold standpoint alone, I think that you'd much rather keep the Crusaders. And I feel vindicated. I'm going to let out a low whistle. And we're going to take that wisdom. From the observation tower, we are able to see distant lands. Yeah, could you imagine if I didn't get wisdom later on? Oh, pretty bad. South Keep. Here's the defenders. Here's where that one scoundrel was running around. This is the area where we've seen lots of boat activity. Remember, there was a boat right here, and it got summoned away from us. This map does not feel as big as it once did. And worth noting, with the brown barrier out of the way, geez, Zounds of Master Swordsman, you're kidding me. Oh my goodness. And these forces just continue to grow stronger. They just continue to grow stronger. And so then, I suppose, is the question of what's next. I mean, of course, this Wolf Rider, that could be a choice. I don't think that the cultists here, I don't think that this path actually is going to mean much. I suppose we could go for Count Ivan if the cavalry count gets high enough and you get some good morale. 2 swarms, though. 3 swarms. Probably 4, maybe 5. Heavy losses. Tough to say. I think that we will try and get the power of this Ebony Tower. We will go through the Wolf Riders, and then we'll go from there. That's actually probably a really good plan, because a throng of wolves is doable. Not as well as I would like, but it is doable. Army, 14 attack, 21 defense, 541 of the archers, 110 of the swordsmen, 1,000 peasants, 90 pikemen, 27 cavalries. Is this enough to defeat this force here? Zounds. And folks, let's fight this fight. This is not going to go as well as I would have hoped. Maybe it's about as well as I would have hoped. 996 wolves, and then a couple of single stacks. Remember, the cavalries are basically in spitting distance of these wolves here. Let's do the mass haste. Let's camp out over here. And even hasted, the peasants are still going to go later than I would like. 9 attack, 5 defense, 2 spell power, 5 knowledge, 50 spell points. What are you going to do with that? I like that he only has normal luck, though. Yeah, normal or normal morale, actually. Irish luck, but normal morale. He's going to hit hard, which is understandable, but he's not going to get the drop on me, as it were. I think I can make the wolves, the big stack anyway, try and fight somebody else. Let's see if peasants can do any damage. We can kill 97 wolves. Is that worth losing 1,000 peasants? I don't think it is. I think we're going to use the peasants a little bit more sparingly. Yeah, I think we are. We're going to skip. Oh no! Dead. I should have probably killed with the peasants while I had the chance. We're going to lose cavalries. I just really want one more shot with these archers before I engage. I truly do. And that's fine. That's okay with me, because then I get the full damage from the archers without having to worry about a full extra stack going down. Maybe I was underestimating the value of those peasants there, but that's another, call it 186 wolves. That's not as many as I would have hoped for, but could have been worse. Okay, this big stack is going to go in just a second. Do we attack? If I attack right here and I keep the cavalries alive, 27 cavalries is going down in just 1 second. Unless I attack the swordsman. Okay. I think that as well as those swordsmen took that hit, I think that we just don't attack the wolves yet. I think that if we let the archers do the damage, that's actually going to be much better for us. We're down to 323 wolves. Skip. Yeah, down to 11 swordsmen, 12 swordsmen. Not taking retaliations is actually the best thing for us. And then with 35 wolves left, can we kill 35 here? It's going to be closer than I'd like, but we can get a little bit lucky here. Dang it. 3 wolves remain. And so we lose all the peasants and 68 of the swordsmen. And so note that the losses were actually better because we didn't lose any of the cavalries. We still lost about the same amount of the swordsmen, but maybe, I mean, I think that we would have won the fight outright if we had just accepted those losses with the auto combat. We've made our way through this wood, and we are welcomed to the Ebony Tower, elven community for studying magic. Yay! And there's even nothing there to stop me from taking this town of Ebony. I think that I'm going to grab that immediately as we pick up View Mines and Stone Skin. I'm going to pick this up and just see what's here. Oh boy. Mass Dispel, Cold Ring, Lightning Bolt, Summon Boat, Disrupting Ray. The Summon Boat is actually kind of a big deal, just in case we run into some interesting water features. The slow is so good. The slow is so good. How many times have we seen enemies with one single stack of creatures? If we could slow that one single stack of rogues, wolves, whatever, the slow is the play. That is one of the best first level spells we could have hoped for. Hopefully, all my kids make it to adulthood with toes and fingers. They make it there with every little part of them that's possible. That's my goal. Okay. Oh, look. Picking up this View Hero spell, I'm going to cast that immediately. Mass Curse, really pretty good. Earthquake, I don't love it, but for a knight, that's actually not too bad. I'm sure that there's a third level spell that we would have wanted more. But for now, let's take a look here. Lots of red players in this area. One purple player in the upper north, upper right. There's this one hero here. Oh, interesting. Looks like there's more than meets the eye with these cultists here. Very nifty. And then in the bottom section here, orange player here. I wonder if that's the Wolf Lord. And then yellow. We haven't really seen yellow at all. There's a lot of this map still left to be discovered. I said that the map felt like it was getting smaller. I'm going to take that back. It feels like a huge map, and I don't know how I'm ever going to conquer it. If this is a 3-part game, I'm going to feel a little bit sheepish. In fact, yeah, we're about an hour 20 into this game. I don't know. We're going to have to wait and see. Steel Skin, no problems. Throng of Rocks, 5 and 8, 6,000 experience, +1 defense. We're getting stronger. Visions! Folks, this is a great spell. This is a wonderful spell. We do need this spell on either Thad or Tristan because they have the diplomacy and they can know if an encounter with a neutral army is going to go well for us or not. That is a big spell because if we're going to try and get people to join us, then we want to know. We want to know if you're going to feel comfortable joining us with the forces present before us. Wow, that's kind of big. It's kind of big. And so, again, it will be Thad, but if I can get him a spell book, he's going to be feeling A-okay. And I don't want to go through Magnus Prime at this point, I don't think. I could split the cavalries. I do have room. I just think you're going to take terrible, terrible losses here. And there's things to the south. Let's go through Zounds of Wolves, and then we'll figure out where to go from there. Okay, this is probably a ton of wolves. It is. And smart from the AI to actually split the wolves into 4 stacks. It's a good choice on their part. I think that rather than let the archers do all the work this time, I think that we do need to attack. So we attack once. I'm happy that we did. And we attack twice. Archers are going to take out one of these stacks of wolves, probably this one. Oh yeah. And then the cavalries are going to have to sit and stay, but Mass Curse seems like the spell. We're down to 18 spell points, but that is going to help our damage do much better than it otherwise would have. It's over. Oh my goodness, 9 wolves did not even kill 1 archer. Oh, they did. They barely killed 1 archer. My word. So 1, 13, 11, and 1. That seems just fine for me. And the experience absolutely makes it worth it, I believe. Strange. Just ahead is an outcrop of rock jutting from the forest floor. In the middle of it, surrounded by freshly moved rock, stands an odd glowing doorway. Where could it lead? Folks, we're going to pick up the Paralyze spell. I mentioned earlier that I wanted a blind. That's going to work out just as fine. That'll work out just fine for me. 10 more of the archers goes down. I do see this tree of knowledge. I'm going to consider how close I am to my next level. I think I'm going to try and level up one more time before I come back for this tree. The very depths of the secrets of that land. Okay, let's see what's here. Oh no. Ah, it's the Wolf King. It is the Wolf King. Folks, I see no reason why we ought to stay. I think that we should carry on. We should defeat this Wolf King. We can't really run away even if we wanted to. We could hit spacebar, but I think it's time that we find this other person. Remember, we do have the slow. We've got 20 spell points. That means that we can't cast the haste and the curse. Do we want to wait a couple of turns? We could just simply paralyze the big stack, unless, again, there's multiple stacks. It looks like there's one pack of Zounds. I'm guessing that this paralyze is going to equalize this fight in a major way. I don't think I need to wait. I'm going to paralyze right off the bat. We're going to deal with these single stacks, and then we will go from there. So before I even look at this guy, we're going to paralyze the big stack. 9 attack, 8 defense, and the Wolf King does have the portrait of Ergon the Barbarian. This might be the end of Orange if we can just win this fight. There is no Dispel. There is no Cure coming out. This seems like it's going to be a pretty straightforward fight for us. Good morale. Don't care. That just means I get to kill you quicker. Like here. And here. And the pikemen are bloodthirsty. They're not going to get their chance until one moment later. Let's have the single stack just sit here. Go into a complete defensive position. Back up, back up. And would I rather have pikemen take this hit that's upcoming? I don't know. But I do know that I got one more paralyze if I want it. Ouch. I do have one more paralyze if I want it. I could have potentially cast Disrupting Ray once before I broke the paralyze. That would have been pretty good. I think that the curse is just about as good at this point. I could Steel Skin, Pikeman, and then one, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Swordsmen are going to step up to there, maybe? Save the cavalries. I do want to save the cavalries if I can help it. The curse, though, 3 to 5 damage with 15 attack against my 22 defense. 31, 31, 31. I feel like that curse is just super good. Let's do the curse instead of the Steel Skin. Curse is going to save lots of damage on lots of different troops. Whereas the Steel Skin's going to help just a little bit in one other place. Okay, so blocked off here, blocked off here. Rangers are going to take their swipe. Sorry, not Rangers, Archers. And 53 pikemen down by 24. They're going to hold for one more turn. That's excellent. I think that we consider the Disrupting Ray one more time. Or for the first time, excuse me. Here and here. I'm guessing that the swordsmen are going to go down just 1 second. Oh, yeah, but now you're only killing 9 at a time. Yeah. So, we're going to hold one more time, one more time. Taking some pretty heavy losses. Oh, and thank goodness we killed this guy before he could run. My goodness, that would have been the worst thing ever. Breastplate of protection, perfect, +3. That is a good time as far as I'm concerned. We're getting stronger, and the power stack of archers is critically important. I don't want to lose troops, but I'm okay with the losses I've taken so far. I think I could still take this fight of Wolfholm, although I am going to go pick up this blue barrier first and go through this throng of rocks. Perfect. Okay. That's going to be a pretty big fight. I mean, all things considered, about 6,000 experience. Ahead, you see the captured Elven Prince and his men. You also find a helmet that the Wolf King brought up from the southern jungles with him. The spidery runes match those on your uncle's sword and the breastplate. You have all the pieces of the armor of the sun. I do agree. No. You cannot pick up this artifact. You already have a full load. It was... my brain. Oh, my brain hurts so bad. Folks, it's not my fault. But we lose the Helmet of Anduran. It's gone. It's gone. I couldn't pick it up, and so now it's just gone. It's just gone. We found the Elven Prince, but we just lost the battle garb of Anduran. I don't know if this scenario is winnable at this point with that.